and in between legs, and the most smooth and sweet part for the ticks, at least for the men, is biting at the balls. They like biting the balls most of times, but it's the softest part. And you notice when you get a bite, or you start feeling a bit itchy, and when you get to your balls, the tick is just getting deep inside. So it's very challenging to get ticks out of the balls. But yeah, that has happened to me, I think, many times in Kenya, and explains why sometimes you feel fever or nausea or just feeling sick after that. So there is actually infections by the ticks called TBE. I was reading today, it's tick-borne encephalitis. That seems to be, viral infections. And I was actually curious to know and to follow up, find out why, because one of the news outlet that I normally read today was writing like tick-borne encephalitis on the rise, and this is means in Finland. The number of tick-borne encephalitis cases in Finland has been rising in recent years. This is according to one newspaper. There were 47 cases in 2014, 196 cases last year, that is in 2024. And 190 cases have already been reported this year. This is 2025, with the numbers expected to exceed previous figures. In Helsinki hospital district alone, 80 cases. So it seems it's more south. And have been recorded this year, with around 10 patients requiring intensive care treatment. Wow. I didn't know that actually it gets that serious. TBE deaths, this is that an infection after being bitten by the tick. Though rare, have occurred this year as well, including in hospital districts in northern Ostrobothnia. That is actually around where we live. Exact figures are unknown, because TBE or the Health Organization does not track the TB-related deaths. And the expert says, an expert at the Finnish Institute of Health Welfare, THL, says that the increase in registered cases influenced by factors such as climate warming, as well as greater awareness and improved diagnostics. So actually it seems like there are some cases from the tick infectious disease that has been happening around. Cases of disease have also been detected in entirely new areas, in recent areas, according to the tick life services maintained by University of Turku. Nearly 136,000 tick sightings have been reported this year, more than double last year's 63,000 reports. TB develops in two stages. The mild first stage often goes unnoticed, but 20 to 30% progress to encephalitis with fever, headache, stiff neck, nausea, and possible, neurological issues. Hospitalization is often required, and there is no specific treatment. So that one also is scary. That there isn't any special treatment for it. But I think if it's actually identified, there should be kind of well-defined treatment. And here the story continues. Finland can expect more mainly bright eye pressure and driven autumn weather well into October, according to European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast. And here the news reports that pressure will build over Finland by the end of the week, according to Forega, that is weather forecast. Bringing warm air from west, most areas will stay dry, though some rain is expected in parts of Lapland, that is north. The weather will be sunny or partly cloudy. At night, fog will form across various regions, and in some areas it may well into the day and clear. This week is expected mostly dry, warmer than average, with southern Finland seeing nearly normal temperatures for week 43, October 20 to 26th. So yeah, today it's on 28th, it's on Sunday, and as you can see, it's very sunny. Quite sunny day today also, but a lot of yellowish. It's coming because we are heading now to cold weather. But yeah, funny thing, I've lived in Finland for over 13 years and I've never actually encountered the ticks. It's quite funny. But seems like the more heat gets, or the more hot summers, the more possibilities of having a lot of ticks. But actually I've never came across one the entire 13 years I've lived in Finland. Yeah, but this just reminded me when the time I lived in Kenya. We have ticks, at least during the rain season. There's a lot of ticks around, and that are more brought by the animals. Oh. I have one apple and another one here. I will harvest them before they start getting eaten by the birds. My small apple tree here that has gotten only 4 of them. This another one. This some. And I think there's another one somewhere there. They are very sweet. I think I have to keep on put a lot of manure during. Actually now it's the right time to manure it or fertilize it for the next spring to have a lot of flowers. And yes, I was saying I've never experienced that kind of disease. Of course, during rain seasons in Kenya, the animals are full of ticks. We use sometimes we have to spray chemicals to get them off from the cattle, from cows or goats. But yeah, there's a lot of bites from ticks during rain season. Everyone has to be careful, and this explains why people sometimes get those kind of fevers. So partly is from the tick diseases. And this thing, the ticks, they like, going from the legs down upwards, from down upwards, and in between legs. And the most smooth and sweet part for the ticks, at least for the men, is biting at the balls. They like biting the balls most of times, but it's the softest part. And you notice when you get a bite, or you start feeling a bit itchy, and when you get to your balls, the tick is just getting deep inside. So it's very challenging to get ticks out of the balls. But yeah, that has happened to me, I think, many times in Kenya. And explains why sometimes you feel fever or nausea or just feeling sick after the bite from the tick. Yeah, I didn't know that actually. It's some good information to get. But what I don't understand it's why there isn't any specific, treatment after the tick biting. I think I will keep on searching and find out if I can see some good research or answers about it.